Okay. Well, I tell you what, we're going to go on and do us a damn old show, even though I am ill-prepared.
Okay. So what?
I'm a little ill-prepared with this. What is that? Let's bump in on that shot. Folks.
This is for my puppet.
Just zoom in a little bit.
My puppet's going to be right here in the shot.
The puppet? Do a little bump in? Bump in? No? Okay. No.
It's really all about...
not that far, Jay.
Good morning, sunshine.
All right. What has happened?
Whoa.
No. All right.
Hey, I think I can fix this.
Okay.
I think I can fix this.
Jay apparently is good at coaching football, and he is terrible at setting up live streaming internet programs. No. Go a little more in. More in.
You're a more in.
No.
You're
right there. Yeah. But that's real tight. That's all right. But you go to what? Nope. There we go. Right there. We'll have to do it, Steve. We'll have to do that. That's what we're doing today.
How you like that? That's pretty good.
It's not showing a goddamn light stand, and that's what I'm really about at this point. What
was wrong with the shot that I had?
It was showing one of our light stands.
You can see your camera bag.
I like going behind the scenes as much as the next Joe. Let me tell you what ain't gonna happen here on the program this evening. We're not going behind the scenes.
We just took them behind the scenes.
We're gonna go in the scene,
We took everyone behind the scenes.
I don't have anything prepared.
You think all that was because you don't have a rundown?
I don't have a rundown.
That's why the camera did that.
But I know to mention that we appreciate everybody joining us for Grown Men Record Night, your favorite Friday night internet program. I want to appreciate everybody for liking our YouTube page.
It's like going to church. You know what comes up next.
Yeah. Get your hymnals ready.
Be ready with the creed.
Over 300 subscribers on YouTube. Can't thank you folks enough. You're the best. You're the bestersons. All of you guys are the bestersons. Appreciate everybody chiming in. I know I've been a little slack responding to comments and shit. I've had a slight career change here in the past week. Still working in the same building, doing some different things. Things are crazy right now.
I haven't seen much of you.
No, things are crazy right now.
I used to see too much of you.
My life is an open...
You still have a place to come to, though. There's always
a place to call home.
Still a desk there.
Sponsored by Wendy's.
There's still a desk there.
It's a place to call home. Sponsored by Wendy's.
So you're drinking the 40. You might drink it all right now. So.
Yeah.
Is that Old English?
It's an OE.
Isn't that a wax? A wax table wax?
It's possible.
Wood.
But a little OE 800, keeping it real. For all my backpacking, thug stacking homies out there, that's my deal.
Okay.
That's my deal. I also want to remind everybody to join us on our Facebook page, where I'll try to keep shit moving as much as I can. Post different things during the week. Not been doing that here in a little bit. That's all right. We're gonna get back on it as soon as we get my damn. I get it. I wet from out behind my ears. Hey, we had a great Halloween show last week. That was cool.
That was very cool.
It was long. Apparently,
I don't like sleeping in makeup.
Me and Jay were talking about that. That I'm probably pretty sure I woke up Saturday. I was kind of jacked Friday night.
Yeah, I think everybody intended on doing that Friday night. It was Halloween.
It was Halloween on a Friday night, and
that's special.
I was even a little extra effed even for a Grown Man Record Night. I'm not like this all the time, folks.
Well, you were switching careers too, so
I was switching. It was
a big moment.
It was a passive rightage.
Passive rightage.
That's what I'm all about.
Exactly.
But I'm pretty sure I went up to the convenience store Saturday morning to get me an energy drink because I had to get something to, and I probably still had some business going on my face.
Probably.
Without realizing. I just grabbed some britches that had some keys and a wallet in it and some shoes and a t-shirt, and I went up there and then.
Probably look like a zombie.
Yeah, but some of them fat convenience store girls are probably still all about it. Woo! 4 horsemen, baby. 4 horsemen. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Oh, can I be Barry Windham?
Jay, you would be the perfect Barry Windham. I'll be honest with you.
Thank you.
I don't know if anybody is more of a Barry Windham than Jay. I want to mention our free music archive. I think we're playing some stuff from Star Liquor this evening. It's a great Star Liquor. It's a great little jazz outfit. I don't remember where they're from or what their deal is, but check them out if you enjoy what we're playing under here. It's just a little low key. We'll probably go into some more kind of surfy rock stuff coming up. I just got a playlist that I'm rocking, and so we'll see what the hell happens.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a genie.
Does Will Mitchum help you grow a beard?
It's possible. Had some people mention.
There's been discussion.
There's been discussion. Fella said he was having trouble growing a beard. Somebody said put on a little Mitchum.
It could happen.
Grown man-aid. Hey, look at this. Got some classic commercials going over here on the Atari.
You can't see that.
You can't see that. If you want to see it, you got to come hang out with us. Come down here.
But you were playing some of that earlier, right? The camera was on.
Right. We were. Yeah, and this is an Anison commercial from like 1968. I'm guessing.
Sure.
It's a black and white commercial. We're watching in the Atari alcove. Very cool. We're a lot of discussion on the chat this evening about classic games, and for some reason, a lot of the people that watch Grown Man Record Night also collect classic games.
Video games.
And I'm kind of the
Atari,
same way. I'm not.
Segas. And...
Yeah, Dreamcast has some. Herc's got some Dreamcast shit going on, and DJ Thunder. He's a video game guy. We got the Atari alcove over here with a bunch of games Cameraman left us, but I'm not like an official collector or anything. I don't have a card. I don't get the magazine. I can't get access to that room on the website that you guys can, but I enjoy collecting a classic game or two. I like the culture around that, and for some reason, all of us here that are kind of like mind, that's
I feel like if we stood up, we'd still be in the shot.
That's a lot of headroom. That's a lot of headroom. We need a tilt down. Jake, can you tilt us down that much?
You don't have to zoom anything.
Don't touch anything
go left,
but the
right. Just
vertical.
So you're going to pull the back of it up. You're going to
Okay.
push the front of it down.
Easy.
Just a little bit.
Keep going. Just a little bit more. There we go,
That's
Jay.
good.
That's
That's
good,
good.
Jay.
That's
Don't touch it.
That's our shot.
Walk away, Jay.
So mark your shot.
Mark it.
Block it.
52's the mic. 52's the mic. White 80. White 80. Brett's Set Hut. Bread Set Hut. That's going to be the name of an album, Bread Set Hut.
Bread Set Hut.
That's what they say. Listen to them on the TV. Football TV. You got a football TV?
Yes.
They all say, Bread Set Hut. And then they...
Okay.
That's what they say.
I believe you.
I don't know. The one cool thing I did want to mention this week in the music world, our good buddy Shane Rockney that hangs out with us here live on the program a good bit, sent me a link on the Facebook about Richard D. James, Aphex Twin. You know, we're all big fans here on the program of Richard D. James. He has his son, who's like 8 or 10 or young man. He's a young man. Has used some of his equipment and produced these tracks, or
He's
so.
probably not allowed to watch this shit.
So Richard D. James says, and there's these like 4 or 5 tracks out of this kind of crazy shit that he could have done or his kid could have done, and I would believe either one of them.
Have you listened to it?
I have.
Do you like it?
I did. It's weird. It's out there, but if you were like, oh, these are some random tracks from the recent Aphex Twin album that didn't make the cut, I would have been like, oh, yeah, okay, cool. And if you would have told me, like was told me in the article, these are some shits done by his 8-year-old kid, I would also say, oh, okay, I could see that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that says. I'm a big fan. But that's, it was neat.
Mm-hmm.
It was neat to hear all that.
Is it available?
There's a
Or
band.
did you get past?
Google it.
Okay.
You just Google it and you can listen to the tracks.
What do you say, Richard James' son?
Yeah. Yeah. A little mini Aphex. About that big. He only eats peanuts. Aphex Twin.
You know, you look a lot like Hank Jr.
Yeah?
That look with that hair, facial hair, and those glasses and that hat.
Yeah.
That's definitely Hank Jr.
I grew up, if you didn't like Hank Jr. or a fan of his, you wasn't no count.
Right.
about said something inappropriate there. See if I caught myself.
But once he got into Sunday Night Football or Monday Night Football,
Already he started touring with Kid Rock. What? Get out of here. Get out of here. I ain't got nothing for you. Let's talk a little bit about the record albums that we played this evening here on the program.
okay.
And we started out just, we started the program a little bit late this evening, and Jay was actually sitting here waiting on me because I got here so late, and we got in. I said, Jay, put on a damn record. And when Jay put on a record, Jay put on this record. It's a good record.
Put
Jay,
on a
you
good
want to show
record.
some records?
Sure.
My old Nirvana reissue. Which side we play, Jay?
Side B of the first.
Side B of the regular records. Okay. Everybody, I think we played.
Is this a 45?
But the second one is live,
Okay.
which has got Sappy on it, which is one of my favorite Nirvana songs. It makes
I
me
don't know.
happy.
I don't know, like a half. That's too much.
It makes me happy.
Too much.
Little pawpaw, folks. Big shout out to Doug Stanhope because I like him.
Did you go see Dave Chappelle last night, Steve?
No, Dave Chappelle was where? In Greensboro?
I could have saw the show for free.
As news?
Yeah, man.
We'll talk about it off. We'll talk about it off the air. I was offered some you want to come? I'll put you on the list, and I didn't go. Dave Chappelle.
The list.
I was having a rough day,
Okay.
and I was real close to punching a hole in a wall.
Okay.
And somebody was like, "Hey, you want to come back and see Dave Chappelle?" And I was like, "No, I want to go home. I want to go home right now. All I can say is I want to go home. And I got about 15 minutes to do it, or I'm gonna go ape shit."
Okay.
So I did that, and I could have went to Dave Chappelle, and now I'm like, dude, Dave Chappelle, you should have done that. Anyhow, somehow I felt after that, after we listened to some Nirvana Bleach, Jimmy Smith, the cat, big up to Mr. Kitty. He's still a friend of mine, old Mr. Kitty. He was a friend of the program. Everybody, damn it. Now, see what you're gonna make me damn do?
You want to spill that shot is what you're going to do.
I tell you what I'm gonna spill it into, Steve. My goddamn mouth. You got you a pickle over there? Speaking of the cat, we're gonna do us an old shot for Mr. Kitty. Old Jerry R. Pretty, who passed several months ago. I'm gonna do an old shot. So I played that album. I missed our pickle shot. Pop-Off will do you right now.
Yeah?
You go buy your Grey Goose, your Belvedere, waste your money. You just give your money, I'll kick you in the nuts, we'll call it even.
Sky?
Try your little Pop-Off.
I always like Absolute, and I like Stoic Naya.
$30 a fifth. $7 a fifth.
I still like it better.
But better or monumentally better or 4 records better? Think of it that way. You like it 4 records better?
Which record?
I don't know. 4 $6 records.
Okay.
Think of it that way. Pop-Off is my bitch. I can shove her around. I can. Hey,
Hey, we don't condone that.
shut up. Shut up. You shut your Pop-Off mouth. And I'll put her in the jar and I'll drink on her. Throw it in the back of the freezer.
But
I
you
don't
know
care.
what? I think she gets the last word.
Probably. But like, Absolute or Belvedere, it's like, oh, it's like taking that super hot girl to prom and you're opening doors and you're wiping her ass and you're ordering things you wouldn't normally order and you're trying to look like a big shot. Or do you want to just like be yourself and poke Pop-Off and say, shut up. Shut up.
Can I hear about you wiping your prom date's ass?
Let's get back to this.
Went letter numero 3, went a little Nectar, This was one you've picked up, Steve. This is what's the name of this one? I forgot it already.
Recycled?
Recycled. That's right. 75, 74, something in there.
Yeah.
Not the best Nectar I've ever heard,
It's
but
good.
good album. Really good. And this is actually the first time we played it on the program. Maybe, actually the first time ever. Woo! Jay, go in there and open the window.
Turn on the fan.
If there's a kitchen window we can open, shit, I'll tell you. Some of my internals,
Yeah.
externals now. Jay, tell us about this record.
Oh, that's Bobby Hutcherson. I picked up 2 of them this week, actually.
Yeah.
Who's Bobby Hutcherson?
He's a vibes player from Jazzy vibes player
Okay.
from the
Speak up, Jay.
60s, 70s. That's Bobby Hutcherson, Herbie Hancock, and John Chambers on drums, I believe. On the Blue Note.
I won't take it up.
Blue Note, baby.
It's a stereo, 1966, 1967. Very, 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 just
Woo!
jazz. You liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was great, man. Reminded me of Jimmy Smith or Milt Jackson, maybe. I wasn't familiar with this so much, but Jay says it's worth a little chunk of change there.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna move.
it's on the,
No, Steve.
I'm moving.
it's on the
moving.
valuable side.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
I can move.
Now you're all
What's
forward
Steve
in
doing?
it.
What's Steve doing?
He's all forward about it.
Hello, everybody.
My name's Steve, and I have a bigger head
We're
now.
gonna continue to now.
This will help me
look
make
at
my
some-
head look
Some
smaller.
records.
Our good buddy John had sent this as VCLT. This is a copy we're playing here. The Pink Floyd Umaguma. Umaguma? How do you say it?
Umaguma.
Umaguma? That's what I've always said. Played side 1, starting with Astronomy Domini, and Careful That Axe Eugene. I made the comment to Jay. Me and Jay are old school metalheads. We played the metal band together.
Right.
And I said, I'll tell you what. Careful That Axe Eugene, the scream on that track is one of the best screams in rock and roll ever. And that includes like
Very
real,
airy. It's very-
real
it's very
heavy metal
airy.
bands. And that's one of the best screams ever. Really good.
It's a fake scream with a lot of reverb on it.
Somehow it's a fake screen. It does have some stuff
It has
on
a
it.
kind of a-
It's got some stuff. Yeah. But that was live, and it's still got stuff on it. But you know that side of that album is live.
I know.
Yeah. So it's I mean, if you can replicate that live, some of my favorite screams come from the producer Terry Date. Did Pantera? Did
Which Pantera?
some of the first OTEP stuff, pretty much all the Pantera. So it's got that overdriven distortion scream, but I think those are some of the best ones.
Effing Hostile, the end of that song.
There you go. Yeah. Okay. Me and Jay started talking a little Les McCann, and that made me bust out. I realized, like, I have been on record, on the air, saying this is the favorite record in my collection. Les McCann, Live at Montreux. And we listened to Compared to What, one of my favorite songs of all time. And I either say it or think it in my head when somebody says, "Hey man, how you doing?" And my initial thought is Compared to What?
God damn it!
Yeah.
That's one where. That's one.
Yeah. Huh?
Who's in that band?
Derek Wilson, Sam Witchell,
Well,
Billy.
He said on the bass was. Didn't he say it was
He said
Jimmy?
Jimmy Page playing bass.
Jimmy Rouser bass, Donald Dean drums, Buck Clark African drums, percussion.
Yeah.
That's not what I thought I said on the show.
Good stuff though.
Yeah.
I mean, no. Great stuff.
Does it come with that flyer too?
There's a flyer in here.
What is that about?
There's a note on the back. Les McCann. Oh, that's the sticker. You bought it.
Oh yeah, I dropped it.
Deadlock, Fallen Brethren, Trauma 21, 21st August, 9 p.m. Karma.
It's a $10 record. That's the first time I'd ever paid $10 for a record.
1976.
I do remember. It's my first big ticket item ever. What I would call a big ticket item. $10 is
Double
big ticket.
album, isn't it?
Some people in the VC, they like, oh, I only spent a little bit this week. It's only like $260. I bought these 4 records off eBay. And I'm like, dude, that's, no.
Hey.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, sweet, but no. Let's everybody take a lap. I'll do it with you just to be safe. We'll all take a lap together. We'll warm it up. we'll bring it back. We'll come back and we'll do something new.
And then we got into the classics.
We got it. Let me tell you something. I have got all the ZZ Top, obviously. Hello, hat. Write it down.
Beard.
Mikey Bananas, hat, beard. I like ZZ Top. All right. I've got all the early shit all the way up through the early 80s. And I love all of that. And it's some of the best rock and roll I think that's ever been recorded. But when it gets to Eliminator, some people are like, oh, that's when they start sounding like, let me tell you what. Go fuck yourself. This right here is a great album. Picked it up for $2, mastered by Bob Ludwig. That's a great album. And I had said previously when I picked this up, those other ones are great ZZ Top albums. This is a great pop album. No, it's better than that. That's selling that record short. It's a great record. It's not Rio Grande Mud. It's different, but it is excellent. It's a great record. And I picked that up for $2. And
I think Got Me Under Pressure is the best song on that.
oh, that
What we're talking about before you got here.
Yeah.
great guitar tone. I hear a little Queens of the Stone Age in that. I feel the lineage coming through that. For $2, don't sleep on that. I've kind of been hating a little bit from that record past with ZZ Top for a couple of years now. That's inappropriate. I need to reevaluate because that's a great record. You brought this up, Steve. Tell me a little bit about it, baby.
You said play something funky, and I got.
I said it.
I brought the Brothers Johnson. It's actually Quincy Jones presents the Brothers Johnson. Look out for #1. It's their first album, and I think they played. I think he discovered them. They played on a Q album. I can't remember which one. It might be. I heard that or one of those.
Yep.
There's a lot of funk on there. And anyway, these guys are really good. And this is their first record. We listened to side one. It's got, they always had like one hit on every one of their records, and this one had "I'll Be Good to You," which is a little more sing-songy and a little more radio play. But "Get the Funk Out of My Face" is the one that usually ends up on a lot of funk compilations. So yeah.
Did you get it this week?
No. I've had it.
And the last thing I played.
Yeah.
It's a record I picked up here recently. We had some mention of it here on the chat. We appreciate everybody joining us live. Because, I mean, shit, fucking... No, I'm trying not to swear as much.
Yeah, you're not.
I've been swearing.
You're not succeeding at that endeavor.
I'm trying. But here on the live stream, had some people. I think Herc mentioned, old buddy Herkimer. Shel Silverstein, Drain My Brain, and other songs. It was a dig of the week a couple of weeks ago. Cadet Records. It's a mono copy from '68, I believe it is. It's still got the little thing in the front because I don't clear things out. It's fantastic. It's weird psyche folk. I don't know.
Well, almost like story. I mean, of course you don't use a storyteller, but it's juvenile in a way, but it's edgy. It's
Sesame Street on
edgy
acid
too. Yeah, it's Sesame Street on acid. That might be a good description.
And then that's I've been really happy. This we played side one a couple of weeks ago, it's been a couple of weeks, and I decided I may have heard side two off the air, but I'm damn sure no, we haven't played it on.
No, you didn't play it before.
What's going on here, Jay? Let's hold that up. Go put that in front of the camera.
David Crosby drinking out of Gatorade, maybe?
I don't know what's going on there.
The fat guy at the East Surrey game.
Okay. I don't know what that means. All right, so that's some of the stuff that we played this evening, or all of the stuff. Owl of the stuff. And I don't know. I just want to mention. I know in the past few weeks we have presented a few new sponsor ideas here. Everybody knows that Mitchum is the truest to our hearts here at Grown Man Record Night, because we're all Mitchum men, and we pay that price.
I have a confession.
Yeah.
I'm not using Mitchum right now.
Come on, dude.
Something happened. I can't. I had to get something. I don't think Mitchum was available or something. I don't know what happened.
Are you using Equate deodorant?
I'm back on the Gillette.
It's Equate?
No, not Equate.
What's the store?
It's such a poignant name, though.
You know what I saw in the store that I want to get back into, though?
Yeah.
Now that we're back into Mitchum? Prel.
Oh, okay.
Prel shampoo. Remember Prel?
Of course
this thicker than like the thickest molasses, like green shampoo.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Pert. It's like the...
Pert's creamy compared to that.
Oh, it's creamy.
Prel's.
It's creamy, baby.
Prel's like dippity-doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's good stuff. So we've had some...
We should contact them.
We've had some newer sponsor options here, and I know we've talked a lot about our good buddies at 10-10-3-2-1.
Oh, no.
This is... Because, really, how much do you pay a month for your long distance?
Like $409.
For your long distance?
A day.
A lot of family out of state.
Probably paying $1.12 a minute.
It costs a lot. Long distance nowadays? That's a hangman's game. Long distance is a hangman's game.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
The way to really do it, and what we've been saying is here recently, is 10-10-3-2-1.
If we just say that and things happen?
It's a great product, but I do want to offer a different option for our friends out there. And what I'll say is 10-10-3-2-1 is good for certain situations. I think we're talking 10 cents a minute here, Jay.
To the lower 48.
Yeah, 10 cents to the lower 48. I don't want to get anything twisted. 10 cents a minute to the lower 48, that's a pilgrim's wage right there. I just made that term up, pilgrim's wage. That's not bad though. But maybe you think you're going to do a little bit of longer talking. Maybe you're Italian. Maybe you got some ancestors.
Maybe you're Mikey Bananas.
Maybe you're Italian. And you know you're probably going to on the phone. You know you're going to go over. How about 99 cents for 20 minutes? And that comes from our parent company over at 10-10-2-20.
Oh, now you're confusing me.
Well, there's nothing wrong with 10-10-3-2-1. And everybody loves it.
10 cents a minute.
It's 10 cents a minute.
Okay.
But 99 cents for the first 20 minutes. If you think that better serves your needs, we're talking 10-10-2-20. And the only reason I mention this is, I mean, if
so 10
Al,
cents a minute, you got 9 minutes, you'd already burn up 90 cents, right?
maybe. Is this a quiz?
I don't know.
I mean, the odds.
You made a math problem out of this.
No,
get Timbroni on the line.
let me tell you about the way that I look at things is odd numbers are in the back of the book. That's how I look at it. The odd numbers are always in the back of the book.
It's true.
It's true. But look, Alf, Hulk Hogan, okay? Credibility, numero uno. Exhibit B, Alf and Terry Bradshaw, credibility.
He has like rickets or something.
Take it easy.
Bradshaw.
No, he has ADHD.
Rickets.
ADHD.
Rickets.
Osteoporosis.
I'll take that to my grave.
I don't know. I'm just saying, you may want to think about 10-10-2-20. For your long distance needs, I'm not under any
How long has this segment been?
I'm not under any
I'm
obligation.
so glad you didn't have a rundown.
I'm not under any obligation to mention any more about that other than maybe think about it. Maybe think about it. Steve, I'll tell you what it's time for.
Well, we played tonight.
We already done that.
Let's do it again.
No, you're going to confuse me. You're going to confuse me. It's time for dig of the week. It's time for dig of the week.
Dig of the week.
People have
dig of the week.
People have a lot.
Dig of the week.
People have a lot of requests for your. You did a version of Dig of the Week.
I'm not ready with that. We got to work on something. We'll work on something.
When's the next Redneck show, Steve?
We don't know. We don't know. We got to look for a new club to play.
We'll play some more of that later. I don't care.
Yeah.
Hey. Steve, Hell, what you got for Dig of the Week?
Well, be honest with you, I got a few things to share. Actually, tonight, right after we're having a delicious Mexican dinner, we stopped off.
Is there a less offensive term you can use other than Mexican?
What?
Is there a less offensive term?
It was Mexican food. It's delicious. I had Mama's Tacos, special, especial. De dia.
This all sounds racist.
Del dia. Anyway, I picked up at the local bookstore Thomas Dolby, The Golden Age of Wireless.
Yeah.
Which I think you have this record. This has Blinded Me by Science.
No, I've got a different Thomas Dolby. It doesn't look like that.
You must have a greatest hits or something.
No.
It also has.
No, the Thomas Dolby is silver.
This also has one of my favorite Thomas Dolby song, One of Our Submarines. One of our submarines is missing. But anyway, this is I was really glad to pick that up for like $3. What are you doing?
Oh.
We went digging together.
We did
last week. I'll show you what I got there. This was down in a new place. Do you have a picture?
No,
the place in Lexington.
Not as a place.
What was it called?
Crossroads.
We went down to the Crossroads. It's in Lexington, North Carolina. It was a decent place.
Very good.
I was really pleased, and we got turned on by our buddies, Boss Man and another dude went down for doing a live remote down there.
Didn't know about this place.
And they turned us onto it. We saw it the year before, but it wasn't open at the time. But it's open, and the first one I want to talk about is I came across Joni Mitchell's Blue album.
Oh yeah, man.
I've got some Joni Mitchell albums, but I've always been looking for this one because seems like every time someone talks about Joni Mitchell, and they talk about songwriting in that era of the late '60s, early '70s, they mention the Blue album is very significant.
Absolutely. So VC loves that album.
I was really glad to pick that up.
VC is in love with the album.
All right, I picked up another really cool album. This is Straub's from 1972 called Grave New World on A&M.
It's good, man.
Yeah, another really, I'm not sure, it might be their 5th album, I think.
There's a cutoff. Is it a cutoff point with Straub's?
I don't know.
Or is it kind of intermittent?
I don't know.
Some of Straub's albums
It's probably up to you.
Some Straub's albums are terrific. Other ones are like, what in the hell did I just buy? Probably better than most shit you buy.
Okay.
But at the same time, I've bought some. We got a little Clutch Cargo cartoon action going on over here in the Atari alcove. Oh, him think totem pole alive.
My lips move. I must be animation. So anyway, last but not least from Crossroads for me was Gypsy's first album.
Oh, yeah.
It's a double album.
It's the same Gypsy I've got, right?
1970, yeah. It's their debut album on Metro Media. And that's a psych rock band out of Minnesota.
Same group.
Yeah. The keyboard player was the leader of the band. And
I've got that one that's got the crazy vertical gatefold.
Yeah, that's a really cool record. Yeah. I don't remember what it was. I got a few more, but why don't you tell us what you got that day?
Have you listened to that Gypsy, though? I'm interested.
I have not listened to it yet.
Jay, would you? I'm sorry to bother you, Jay. Would you hand me an ashtray of some sort? Look in the bottom down there, where that oven mitt's attached. Lower right. No, turn around. Beside the oven. Been watching a lot of Sopranos.
Is that why you smoking a cigar?
And Tony Soprano. Okay.
Did you get that from Chim Chim?
No, these are from our good buddy Ben.
Really?
Yeah, it's a sweet cigar. It's not the best. He had it for a wedding, and they didn't all.
I want one.
They didn't all.
You didn't offer me a cigar.
Get one.
Yeah, you got a whole bag of them. Just hogging them.
And so,
Just to cut off the tip?
you mean like a Jewishman?
What are you, Moigle?
A moil.
Oh. Moigle.
I love one of my favorite bits is Jerry Seinfeld on the way to the.
Wow, these are sweet.
On the way, the moil cuts the kid and they have to take him to the hospital or whatever. And Jerry's like, "Hey, what was this?" Oh. So yeah, we went down to the now.
Did you get an ashtray?
We went down to the damn shit. They told us
shit?
about this new record store we didn't know nothing about. Went down here and a couple of the ones I found for cheap. Look at here, folks. Here's a brand X I've not seen before. Is there anything about? Question marker. I'm looking for a year on this guy, 82. It's on Passport Records, which Passport's done some of the best fusion stuff. I don't know if our old buddy Phil Collins is on this. I don't know. I'm very ill prepared for tonight. It's an 80, probably. I don't know.
He was on 2 of their albums, I think.
I don't know. It's all Passport stuff is still good. No, there's some that there's some that I don't really know about, Steve.
I like Passport.
I'm a big fan.
I grew more.
Phil Collins is
I
on
grew
that
a lot
thing?
more appreciation for.
He gets credit for a couple of songs.
I grew a lot
Yeah.
more appreciation for Phil Collins after hearing
Yes.
Passport.
Phil
Yeah.
Collins on drums and
I mean, Brand X.
check this out. Drums and concussion is what he's listed as.
Okay.
What did I say?
Not percussion.
Passport, the label. Giving props to the label. There's nothing wrong with that. I probably said the same thing, but I will say the first time I heard, I played the band with a gentleman, James, who's been on the program. He brought the nasal napalm, the horseradish that will light you on fire.
Those titties aren't retired.
Yeah,
Classic.
he's on the best of. If you find yourself working in Denny's and you're banging the girl, the fry cook, and everybody says she's retarded, but I tell you one thing, them titties ain't retarded. One of the best grown man record night lines ever. But he, I remember chilling and after band practice one night, and he actually put on the vinyl Brand X, and I was like, "What the hell is this?" He was like, "Brand X." He's like, "This is Phil Collins' fusion band before." I don't know if he said before Genesis, but it's not before Genesis, but you know what I mean. Before the Genesis that we knew as '80s kids, not like the '70s.
It's
like,
about the time when he became the lead singer of Genesis.
yeah, and it's
Kind of keep his chops going, you know.
at the time, I really didn't know how good Genesis really was, especially earlier Genesis. I mean,
you're probably gonna get a lot of comments on this one.
no. I'm gonna get yellow carded by the VC by not knowing things.
Enough about Genesis.
Also picked this up, $1.99, and lo and behold, let me tell you, folks. It's an Eric is Here, Eric Burden and the Animals. It's the first Animals with Eric Burden that I own that is not a GD Greatest Hits. And they're all the greatest hits I have are great, and I'm the biggest Eric Burden fan around.
It's nice that all your Animals Greatest Hits albums don't
overlap.
They don't overlap.
They've all got different tracks on them, and I love all of them, but this is the first one I have that it's like a legit album. I mean, it's not a greatest hits, I don't think. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what year this is. Let's see if I got a year on 68?
MGM.
Jay?
He just pulled it out of the sky.
I don't know. I don't know.
Bad things could happen.
Let's hold that up. I didn't look anything up tonight, folks. I apologize.
I tried.
My life has taken a turn.
I'm still in the shot, too. I can just stare at the camera.
My life has taken a turn.
1350.
My life has taken a turn.
We're writing a folk album tonight. Everything we say tonight is going to be part of a folk album.
In A minor.
It's A minor. So all of our musicians out there, send me some tracks in A minor. You're in nice shape, Jay.
He's a coach.
And
He should wear his bike shorts in here one night.
Send me some audio tracks in A minor, and we're going to make it into a
You
track.
got bike shorts, Jay?
No, those retired in '89.
I don't mean bicycle. I mean the bike brand. You know what I'm talking about. They retired bike shorts.
They went out with John Lawrence.
How many more you got?
I think I got 3
Okay.
from today.
Do a couple more.
Couple more?
Yeah.
I'll do a couple more. When I first walked in today over at Underdog, because you sent me over there
Yeah.
to dig for you, I was trying to pick up in the Court of the Crimson King,
Yeah.
but it was gone. In fact, I want to tell everybody, I don't know what day. If you go to Underdog's Facebook page, he used to do this thing at a local club near his record store.
Bring your own vinyl night.
You bring your own vinyl, he plays it. Now he's doing it at City Beverage.
Okay.
Right across the street from where
So
he
it's a
is.
bar with great craft beers.
It's a beer store.
Yeah.
That will serve beer, and they pour you get $2 off your growler when he's there.
It's like my buddy Dave.
The cool thing though,
Kettle.
the cool thing is he's doing it now from like 6 to 8 or 6 to 9. So you
I'm
get off
putting up-
work, you can drop by there, bring some vinyl, play it. That's where your record got sold, was that night at
Really?
at Underdog.
Okay.
Or at the City Beverage.
Our bandwidth is low, it's saying. So if this drops out, everybody just hang tight with us.
Yeah, just hold on. Find something to hold on to until the ship is back on course. So, but anyway, when I first
Ustream is
he didn't have that, but when I first walked in, I saw up on the wall "Evening Star" by Frippinino, and I had to pick it up.
Okay. I think we're okay. We're okay.
Yeah,
Steve, calm down.
I'm okay.
You're all right?
Yeah, I just don't want you to start breaking shit.
I'm not going to break shit. Okay. Everything's back. Everything's cool. Picked up, we mentioned we went to that new record store, right?
Mm-hmm.
Lexington.
Yeah.
And a couple of records there that I had never seen. Big fan, am I, of Bo Diddley.
Right.
I bought my first Bo Diddley back in the, I don't know, early 90s. I was a young man, and I went and looked up some Bo Diddley, and I was a big fan.
Yeah.
Especially like Roadrunner, and there's a track where they talk shit to one another. You so ugly, when you cry, the tears run down the back of your head to keep from standing away from your face. Yeah, well, you 10 days older than water. And it was some funny business, some good stuff. And so I was a big fan of Bo Diddley, and every time I see Bo Diddley, it's like it's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But our good new friend down in Lexington had some Bo Diddley, and I picked this one up. This is a best of. It's on Chess, and Bo Diddley's Golden Decade. Is that what it says? Yeah. I don't know when this is from. Yeah. Mono Recordings. Is it Mono? I guess so. Look at this here. It's my first. It's my first damn Bo Diddley. And I've not actually played this yet. Terrific stuff, man. I'm sure. And he not only had that one, but check this shit out. Had a German import, Bo Diddley, Where It All Began, on a record label called Bellephone. German pressing. Look at this. So I picked up an old German press of old Bo Diddley. At the same time, I mean, you kidding me, man? That's some crazy stuff. I've not listened to this. Dude at the counter was like, the guy that owns the place was like, that's a crazy record. It's kind of crazy. Sounds like nothing like you would think Bo Diddley would. So pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. What else you got? You got anything else?
I got one more.
do one more, and I'm gonna talk about one record.
I was able to also score this Blues Magoos album today.
Oh, way.
And it's in really, really, really good shape. It's a Mercury basic Blues Magoos from 1968 on Mercury Records.
Stupid expensive?
It wasn't cheap.
Wasn't cheap.
Yeah. Listen to some of these songs on here. I Can Hear the Grass Grow. President's Council on Psychedelic Fitness.
What?
Subliminal Sonic Laxative.
Okay.
Chicken Wire Lady.
Dude.
Scarecrow's Love Affair. So yeah.
Blues Magoo, man.
I was really glad to pick this up. Can't wait to listen to it.
And let me finish this dig of the week with this record that something couldn't be no more closer to my heart. The first time I ever heard jazz music that I can recall, my dad had a tape. He had all these tapes when I was growing up. My mom had the 45s, and I went through that box. And my dad had these tapes, and they were Montrose. I Got the Fire. You know what I mean? Seminal. He had some Chuck Berry, some Hall & Oates.
Pat Benatar?
There's some Pat Benatar in there. But he also
Hell
had...
is for Children.
Hell is for Children.
I bet you, who would let you take that one?
Hell is for Hell. But he also had this Dave Brubeck. Best of, it's like a compilation that I could tell. Dave Brubeck, and it had Take 5. And Take 5 was one of the first jazz songs I ever heard. And not only was it great, but it was like really long and had this crazy drum solo in it. And I kept telling people about this drum solo in Take 5.
There's so many people have heard Take 5, and different versions.
I've got a Brubeck section probably like that.
Right.
And none of those in it have this solo. And I finally, I researched what the one my dad had was, what it was called and whatever. And I finally found it, and the dude went, and Lexington had it. We're all together again for the first time. Dave Brubeck, Jerry Mulligan, Paul Desmond, Alan Dawson, and Jack Six. And it's Take 5. What I was talking about, Take 5, is like a 16-minute track, actually flat on the nose. And there's a drum solo in this version of Take 5 that will blow your freaking mind.
And the credit has to go to Paul Desmond. That's his riff.
Yeah, and that's... The first jazz I ever heard. It's the reason I got into jazz, and it's so seminal for me that I don't even know what else to say other than that. That's everything for me. That record right there is everything for me. It's
okay, throw all the other records away.
You can throw a lot of my records away, but that's the reason I like jazz. I heard that and I'm like, what the hell was that? I don't know. I'll tell you what. That's a great record segment. So everybody stand by. We got some cool stuff coming your way. So stay tuned here on Grown Man Record Night, and we're gonna come up with some baloney business here in just a second. So everybody stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Stay right there.
Where are you going?
Where are you going? Don't go anywhere. You better hurry in peace, Steve.
Really?
Hey, homeboy, gather around. Serious stuff gonna go down. We interrupt to bring you a special Wrestle War 90 update. The cause of the injury to Sting from the cowardly ambush by the Horsemen, the NWA has ordered a World Heavyweight title defense match for Ric Flair against #1 contender Lex Luger. We now return you to your regularly scheduled broadcast.
It's pay-per-view excitement from THE. For more information, call your cable company. Wow.
Since you and my little girl are moving away, there's one thing you need to know. 10-10-3-2-1.
You think she'll call her mother a lot?
Yes, and hopefully her father, too. But you'll be glad that 10-10-3-2-1 saves you big time on your phone bill.
Will they talk long?
That's the beauty part. It doesn't matter. 10-10-3-2-1 saves you 50% on every call over 20 minutes.
50%? That's big.
That's huge. So those half-hour talks with her mom are going to cost you a lot less.
Dad, are you giving away the family secret?
I gave him the best one I have.
Dial 10-10-321 to save.
Okay, thanks for staying with us, folks, here on Grown Man Record Night. Steve's using the restroom. He's resting. There's a room for that, for resting. Did you make some babies in there, Steve? Number one?
It was nothing like that.
Number one?
Just number, yeah.
Okay. I sit down when I pee.
Actually, you know, Peter Bogdanovich told a really interesting story about Marlon Brando.
Yeah?
He went to visit Marlon Brando at his house, and Marlon Brando was like, well, I've got to take a pee, so, just hang out with me. So he goes in the bathroom, and he's like, he goes to pee or whatever, and he wants Peter Bogdanovich to come in there and talk to him. And he's like, whatever. So he goes in there thinking he's peeing. He goes in there and Brando's sitting on the toilet. And he's like, oh man, I don't want to. You taking a Duke? I don't want to be in here. And he's like, no, I'm peeing. I like to sit when I pee. It makes me feel very calm. It's very calming. So I always remember that story, and I've come up with the term of taking a Brando. When you sit to pee, you just relax and whatever. You lay back. I know there's a funny Tim and Eric skit about,
of course,
sit when you pee. But I always think about Peter Bogdanovich. He actually he's a guest or a special professor at the North Carolina School of the Arts here in Winston-Salem.
Are you making a brown?
And he came to the station one night, and I was so tempted to ask him about taking a Brando but I couldn't bring up the nerve to do it. So
yeah.
My story.
That's
sticking to it.
That's Steve's
he also was very enamored by our assignment editor. He said he invited her to have breakfast with him. He said, "You remind me of my daughter." This is Peter Bogdanovich.
So let's go do it, because you remind me of my daughter,
who I think ran off with Sybil Shepherd when they did Last Picture Show.
So let's go do it with your daughter. What a great segue to go into a soda speak. We got a great soda tonight. If you watched the Halloween special last week, you know that Bossman had picked up 3 Halloween-y sodas, and we talked about them. Yeah. We talked about it on the program, and we did one of them, but Bossman's not here tonight, and so
you've gone blue.
I went blue because the blue sodas gives Bossman
epileptic seizures. Or he passes out.
This is Toxic Slime from.
About as blue as you get.
Always ask for Avery. Steve? It's soda gusting. Totally gross soda.
Borscht.
So it's a blue raspberry. I think it's from Connecticut.
Toxic Slime.
Toxic Slime.
What flavor is it?
Blue raspberry orange, it says.
Orange?
Let's take a pull of this and we'll show this guy off. I'm canteen swilling it to taste my hand.
Like the old canteen boy from Saturday Night Live.
I'm going to try the canteen swill.
Made your lips blue.
Oh, that's good.
I taste the orange bite. But it's yeah, there's a blue raspberry, but a little orange bite. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's good.
Kind of like.
Kind of syrupy. Do you hold that guy up?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's kind of saying like that pill you used to chew when you go to the dentist office and they try to show you all the red you have in your mouth.
Yep.
You know?
It's got kind of that thing going on. I can see that.
Or maybe there's a sweet tart candy or something you chew.
Yep. I can see that.
You know what I'm saying?
It's yeah, it's good. It's good. I think that's natural cane sugar, but it's still pretty syrupy.
Very syrupy.
That's good. Hey, let's slide into a chip chat.
You ready for that?
Shit, yeah.
Okay.
What we got down there?
Well, first of all, we got an OBS.
An OBS, an open bag special. I was gonna make a graphic for this, folks.
Stay tuned.
'Cause I'll tell you what, this is gonna be an El Cheapo special.
It's usually something you've been eating on the week.
It's, yeah, and this is a great value from Walmart. So everybody can find these at their local Walmart, and it's the great value queso. And from what I can tell, it's a cheese chip. Yeah. It's a good standard cheese chip. It's a ripple chip.
They target the Hispanic market.
These are like pretty cheap per bag. I'll be honest.
Are they?
What, 99-cent range?
Looks good with a sandwich.
Maybe $2.
It's a good chip with a sandwich.
Cheddar. It's just straight cheddar. I've been screaming for this.
It's a little heavy on the cheddar, actually.
We may have actually done these before, but this is a chip that I've begged for forever. Other than the Pringles Cheese 'em, there's never really been a good...
What Ruffles cheddar sour cream?
And sour cream. But nobody ever does a good, just straight up cheese chip.
Okay.
For some reason, if you're going to go cheese, you're going to go like another flavor, like cheddar sour cream. Chive. Or make it your tortilla kind of chip. And these are really good. And they're El Cheapos. Walmart, $2 for a big bag. It's one of my favorite go-to chips.
I don't see where they get the queso.
Cheese. Queso is just cheese.
Yeah, but you think spicy cheese.
Nah, queso just means cheese. That's all it means. That's the whole deal.
I think a white cheese.
What else we got down there, Steve?
Where? Oh, down here?
Let's go check. Speaking of which.
Let's go hers right now.
Okay. Hers.
And I want to say something about hers.
Say it, Steve.
I was hoping we'd have the sour cream flavor here today, but we don't. Hers is very topical right now.
Really?
Remember that girl that was abducted, and I think it was Philadelphia, maybe?
You're right.
On the streets?
You're right.
They were able to track him. He bought hers sour cream and onion chips.
No way.
And left his receipt and the bag in a trash can somewhere, and they found it. But they know he had purchased some hers sour cream and onion chips.
No way.
So,
good police work.
A little chip chat's working topical, some information tonight, and kind of the world kind of works in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
That's off the blue one.
But we have the cheddar and sour cream here tonight.
Hats off to Larry. Let's just go hats off to Larry. You had a story, Steve, so you get the first one.
Oh, really? I bought a story, so I get the first chip?
That's the way it works. Oh, big, thick, ruffled chips.
I can't get my mouth around it.
These are good.
That's what she said.
They're light and crispy for a ruffle chip.
Yeah.
Nice flavor.
Air crisp.
Heavy on the sour cream.
Not a thick chip.
No.
Might not hold up to a dip very well.
No, but heavy on the sour cream, but still some cheddar going on.
You would think most ruffle chips would hold up, but I don't think this would.
No, sir. Not always.
I think sometimes the ruffle is just an imaginary. It looks like it's a sign of strength. Like, look at this ruffle. but don't try to go anywhere with it.
I wouldn't go too far with it. I tell you what, let's do one more chip.
One more?
Yeah, let's go one more. What do we got here?
Golden Flake.
Golden Flake, hint of jalapeno flavored potato chips. Dip style, it says. So this would lead you to believe that this would stand up to a dip. Let's compare it to the
Alabama? Birmingham?
Birmingham, Alabama. Good job, Steve.
Well, they were prevalent in Georgia. That's why I know a little more about Golden Flake. I thought they were a Georgia company. Remember Jack? Yeah, was on guest on the program.
He was.
He was a journalism major, and they had to do a case study for Golden Flake and present them with what they thought would make their chips sell better.
That's a good jalapeno chip. Sometimes jalapeno chips can be a little overbearing.
I like that.
It's light.
It's got good potato taste.
Yep.
On the chip end.
More potato with a little, and it does say hint of jalapeno.
Okay. Very hint.
That's the way to do it.
That's nice.
Jalapeno can be a very overbearing flavor. Good chip.
I don't think a lot of people are going to see this bag up north.
It's true. This is
Flake.
more of a southern chip. The southern.
It's a regional southern thing.
Sure. Atlanta. I'm Birmingham.
No, what store was it bought in? I went to Birmingham's Golden Flake factory in 40.
We cooked them ourselves. Bagged them up.
This from a
Bossman?
Let me see that.
I don't remember.
That might be a
Tennessee? Bossman?
maybe.
I don't know.
There's a
Bossman brought a lot of stuff back, so that I don't know.
he did go to
Great chip.
Savannah recently.
He did. Let's wrap up this edition of Chip Chat because Ustream is being a bitch again and getting ready to crash on us.
What are we gonna listen to?
We're going to listen to a bunch of
Let's
stuff.
listen to some psych records.
Okay. We'll listen to some psych records, Steve says.
I wouldn't mind putting that Blues Magoo's on.
Okay. We'll listen to that Blues
And
Magoo's.
then you said the Presidents of the United States.
We may listen to President of the United States. Jay? All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining us here on Grown Man Record Night. We appreciate everybody staying with us through all of Ustream's bullshit tonight. Sorry it's been such a just tumultuous Friday.
Hey, you know, but it is Friday.
It is Friday. Just everybody relax, put on a little Mitchum. Make sure you're taken care of.
Remember 10-10-3-2-1. What about 10-10-2-20?
Whichever one works for you, Steve.
You said the first 9 minutes?
First 20 minutes, 99
What
cents.
happens after 20 minutes, though? That's what I want to know.
Let's take it easy. I don't know. I'll leave that to the folks.
I don't know. If you're talking longer than 20 minutes, what the hell?
Right. That's my
how
point.
old are you?
Exactly. All right. Anyhow. Hey, thanks for joining us for Grown Man Record Night. Be sure to hit us up on our YouTube channel and our Facebook. That's where all the business is going on. We want to stay tuned with us and know what all is going on in the world of music, the world of records, the world of Mike Bananas.
Hey, you know, I think maybe a couple weeks, you know, you get closer to Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We may need to call the Butterball hotline
That's
on the
true.
show.
We
A
should
live
do-
call-in.
We should do that.
Get some advice on Butterball.
We'll get you the number one tip-top Grown Man Record Night advice for how to cook your turkey for Thanksgiving.
Or you can send your questions in.
Send your questions
We'll
in.
call Butterball.
Yeah. If you've got questions
That's
about
a great idea.
problems with you cooking your own turkey and things that you've run into that you want us to ask Butterball, send us a question in the Grown Man Record Night, maybe the Facebook page, or leave a comment on YouTube, and we'll ask Butterball when we call him live because we want to get the best information for our number one fans, which is all of you guys. Thanks for joining us, Grown Man Record Night. Be sure to check the YouTube, the Facebook page, all that jazz, and we'll catch up with you next week with a brand new live episode. Who knows what's going on? Because who knows what went on tonight? Not us. I promise you.
Are you going to have to piece this thing together?
I'm going to have to piece all this together.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us, Grown Man Record Night. We'll see you next week. For Jay and Steve Fever, I'm Mikey Bananas. We'll see you next time. Grown Man Record Night. Write it down. Bookmark it.
Bump Set Salvation.